What's up? You're watching Dreamcatchers on All Deaf Women, where we interpret our guests' dreams.
And make sure you guys pay attention too, because we want to hear your likes. We want your comments at the bottom, and just give us a comment on what you think about what the dream was about too.
So our guest today is BRII. Woo! BRII, welcome.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us. So go ahead and tell us about your dream.
Okay, so I had this dream when I was 15 years old. And at the time, it was about my best friend. And my grandma did not like my best friend. She felt like, ever since like 13, she used to tell me, this girl is not your friend. This girl is not your friend. But at 15, I had the dream that mind you, I'm in high school. But I never forgot this dream. This is how vivid it was. I was at my elementary school, and it was this big field, and it was like we were out at recess, and I was on one side of the field closer to the school, and everybody was out in the field playing. And all of a sudden I look out into the field and I see everybody running towards me and towards the school, like just running, screaming. I'm like, what's going on? So they're like, it's a snake, it's a snake. So as I'm like, I look out into the field, I see my best friend on the other side where everybody's running from. So I'm like, oh, I can't leave my homegirl. Like, y'all can't leave her. So I go towards her, and as I'm getting closer, I see a log. So there's me, the log, and then my homegirl's on the other side of the log. And when I get closer, the snake that everybody's running from is actually on the log. So I reach over to grab my homegirl hand and pull her over to my side of the log so we can go to safety, and the snake bites me.
Oh, wow.
So I think I know what that dream means, but I am definitely you guys' interpretation on what my dream
Wow.
means.
That's deep.
Okay.
That's
deep.
Deep.
For real.
So the snake biting you, like snake is a betrayal or someone being sneaky or deviant.
Because it happened when we was 15, we know that it's a reflection, something that our subconscious was trying to tell us or warn us about, right, during that time of our lives. So it's great that you gave us the backstory, because that's always the number one question. Like, so where were you mentally or emotionally during this time? So definitely I did a little homework, and I found that crowds actually represent or symbolize someone closest to you, or in how we relate to people. So because you were, there was a crowd running towards you, it's definitely pointing towards maybe the way you are around other people, or the way other people are with you, right? And just before we even see your friend. And then it's like it was an unruly crowd. So the fact that they were all running, maybe there was also some worry that you might have been going through at the moment. Maybe a pressing time.
And also, like she said, when the crowd was running towards you, and see how you were sitting there like, oh my, I can't leave my homegirl. It definitely like you're overexerting yourself for other people who are not giving you that same type of energy.
Right, putting yourself second.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Can I give y'all a little bit more backstory? Well, like after that happened, so I never forgot that dream at 15. Like when I think of the dream, it's always the first, or when I think of dreams, it's always still the first dream that I ever think of. Like, it's so vivid, right? After we graduated high school, that same homegirl ended up fucking my high school sweetheart.
Oh,
that was the betrayal.
So that was a warning. It was definitely a warning symbol.
3 years ahead of time, I got that warning. I never forgot it. But I will say that you guys just put a lot into perspective. I'm getting chill bumps too. Into perspective with my everyday life, because I never analyzed the crowd part. Like, you guys broke down the crowd running towards me. I never even thought about that part. It was always about the snake and her and the betrayal.
Right, right. But we got to look at all details, like colors, anything that you remember. Also, like, where did the snake bite you? It bit you on your hand, but which hand?
I think it was my right arm.
Okay, so your right hand actually indicates your outer clarity. So what you observe about your reality. And it's bringing attention to something in your environment that you might not have seen before. So you also want to be weary or careful who you are giving your energy to, and they may be taking advantage of you.
And that's what I was going to say. That brings me to my present life. I feel like I still do overexert myself for
And put yourself
other
second.
So that the crowd part, that's something I could work on to this day, just from that.
And you said
yeah, definitely.
You were on the playground, right?
Okay,
so 15-year-olds, they go to the park. They go to the playground, but like 15-year-olds are usually like hanging out. I think so it said something about like your setting. You're at a playground that's like childlike energy, very calming, very like friendly, like
like innocent.
Yeah.
So they were saying that
it was for sure my elementary school playground, even though I was 15.
It was
right.
Childlike energy.
Yeah. But that's good. That's awesome. I felt like I saw also something that read that you may have abandoned your reality by worrying too much and or being stuck in the past. So if this is something that might have bothered you, I feel like also don't let that cloud your current reality. By you know what I mean? By also don't let it taint any future relationships or friends and stuff like that. Like keep your guard up, but like don't keep everybody out now that you've realized this new revelation today, you know what I mean? So don't let your reality get clouded by really anything, whether how good the friendship is or how you might second guess it, you know what I mean? Like listen to your intuition, listen to your elders, right?
And those signs.
Yeah.
So basically just with the energy, just listen to your gut, listen to your inner thoughts, because usually when you go with your first mind, that's usually the right mind that you need to go with. So just follow your first mind when some things are telling you don't do it, or don't trust certain people. You might try to give people the benefit of the doubt because you see things in people that you might brush it off, but usually if somebody else is doing things to other people, you'll notice that they have messed up tendencies and they're going to do it to you too. So just be on the lookout for energies. When you feel stuff, usually it's right.
Wow. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely listen to your instinct. And I mean, to help, since listening to your dreams, to help, I've put together some affirmations or some things that you can kind of say to yourself and affirm, because since these are messages from our subconscious, you do want to address that, you know what I mean? And it was a warning symbol to you, but it's also, like you mentioned, with the crowd coming towards you, it was the way you perceive yourself with everyone around you or how you handle those around you. So with that, I've put together some affirmations for you. And I want to also mention, when we say affirmations, the way to make them work much faster or stronger, right, is you do them in the mirror. So mirror work works. Also, you say your name. So if you say your name, BRII, or you say your full name, your subconscious will respond a little better. Because, I mean, if you think about it, as babies, we respond to our name before we even really know what comes after or before. Like any words after or before, the baby has no idea. But if you call that name, it'll turn its head, he or she will turn its head. So definitely say your name. But the affirmations I have for you are, I experience love wherever I go. So I feel like because you experience a lot of deceit or betrayal, you want to remind yourself that you are surrounded by love no matter where you go, because love comes in all forms, right? Someone holding the door for you, it don't matter. Someone paying for your drink, you know how they want to do that pay it forward stuff, like, yes, do that this way. I'm surrounded by love everywhere I go. Also, all is well, right? Like just a reminder that you're safe, all is well. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. I'm safe.
Yeah, so I was amazed that you ladies picked up the betrayal part before me even tell you that Shawty did betray me later on in life. So that was like, okay, you ladies know what you're talking about as far as the dream interpretations. And I really do appreciate the insight on the aspect of the dream that I was overlooking, like the crowd and where I was, like versus, you know, being in the playground and me feeling safe in childlike environments and stuff like that. That is reflective to my life today, even though I had that dream 15 years ago, which is probably why I never forgot it. You know, which is why it's so evident, because maybe I still need to learn from it. So I do appreciate the interpretation. I feel like it was dead on. And these affirmations, like like when you broke it down about how you speak to a baby and say their name first and how they answer. Like I have done affirmations before for sure, but I don't ever remember saying my name. And like that might make a huge difference in doing it in the mirror. So I'm definitely going to implement those things. I wrote them down because I'm going to say
yes, definitely. Say them in the morning. You could do them while you're brushing your teeth. Like it don't matter if no one else understands the words you're saying, you do. Right? So if it comes out mumbled, at least you're saying them. But definitely, you know, say them, believe them. And like I said, if you throw your name in there, it resonates a little deeper.
All right, y'all. Those are our thoughts. We want to hear yours. So what do you think about this dream? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, and thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe to all of the All Deaf Women channels, and we'll see you next time. Sweet dreams. Bye.